You know, as I've talked about many times, no one leaks what's going on with Pokemon Pocket better than Pokemon Pocket. And we actually have some new information about the new set that is coming very soon. I can't believe it is coming so fast, but with a month with only Deluxe Pack EX and the same meta that we've had previously, I am very, very excited for this new set. And we do know a few cool things about it, and one Pokemon that has essentially not been confirmed to be in the new set, but I think now with this information definitely is. We will talk about that in this video, and I'm guessing it's going to be a new EX Pokemon. Hi everybody, Jake, your resident content cowboy here. Yeehaw, let's get into it. So we know we have a big set coming out on the 30th for the 1-year anniversary of Pocket. We know a bit about it. They've already shown the megas that are going to be coming to the game. At least they've shown 3 megas that are going to be coming to the game. And very recently, Pocket also accidentally posted the images of the packs and the packs kind of being opened briefly. You don't get to see cards flying out of them, but they posted the images of those. So now we have a roughly translated name for the new pack, which is Mega Rising. And it will be a 3-pack set. You'll have an Altaria, Gyarados, and a Blaziken pack. So this should be pretty similar to Genetic Apex in that respect. And there are some interesting things to note about what happened with Genetic Apex and what we should expect for this new set. So when Genetic Apex launched, it had 261 cards available in that set over the 3 different packs and 15 EX Pokemon. It was a huge set. Obviously, they were starting the game. This seems to be a kind of new, huge, mega set for the game. So I would anticipate a similar amount of cards, a similar amount of EX Pokemon, and I would assume that this will change the game in a massive way. So given that each pack is going to have 5 EX Pokemon in it, there's going to be a lot of cards that you want to collect in this set. And with the newly announced features about trading a current set, you actually might be able to build some of the decks you are looking for a lot faster. That was something Pocket just talked about the other day, which was you are going to be able to trade the set that is currently available, which will be huge. Well, it will be mega for this mega set. You know what? Honestly, I don't even know if that pun fully works here. It will be huge for this upcoming set. One thing that's going to be very interesting about this is the time frame between this set and a future set. You know, when we have these mini sets, when we have something like Secluded Springs, Triumphant Light, stuff like that, it does feel like about a month is fine for you to get to a new set. The meta gets figured out pretty quickly. There are only a certain amount of cards to grab. You're pulling daily packs so you can get some of the cool art and stuff like that, but you finish a deck kind of quickly on a mini set, and it's not even too bad when there's a 2-pack set like Spacetime Smackdown, Celestial Guardians, things like that. However, on a 3-pack set, it could be a little while before you get a lot of the cards you are looking for. So like Genetic Apex had, I don't think we will see a new set within 1 month from the brand new Mega Rising. In fact, I think it's going to be a lot like Genetic Apex to Mythical Island, where we didn't have a set for a little over a month and a half, right? We had Genetic Apex on October 30th, then we had Mythical Island on December 17th. So I do think we are going to have a longer period between the next 2 sets, and I think that's actually a really good thing because, again, collecting cards you want out of 3 different packs while we have trading on this current set is going to be a lot better, but it will still be pretty tough. Also, we're gonna have trading on 2 stars, which is gonna be kind of crazy. I don't even know what to say about it because I do think some 2-star cards are like, obviously Professor's Research is like the most valuable 2-star card that they've ever had, but there are other cards like Cyrus, Sabrina, things like that that are just going to be extremely popular. But with a brand new set, brand new cards, I think in the Genetic Apex set we had like 8 supporters or something like that. Like, there could be so many meta defining cards and amazing 2-star art that people are going to try to trade in the set. Okay, we've talked a bit about that. I've shown you the packs. They kind of have the cool art that they showed. I don't know why they accidentally posted this, but again, Pocket's like whole thing is they love to accidentally post things. Part of it maybe feels like they're like, hey, Anybody to talk about what we accidentally posted right here? And another part of it, I think, is just they have so many teams all around the world that it's really hard to kind of keep this all together and keep this all contained. I do want to talk a little bit about sharing, because I didn't get to talk about it since I saw the video on sharing. I think it's interesting, but I think what's more interesting is that they actually revealed a Pokemon coming to the game in that sharing footage, and I think this is one of those reveals that I've seen Pokemon do time and time again. They'll kind of wink at you with a reveal that's inside of another bigger video, as if you weren't supposed to, or as if people wouldn't notice it. But for sure, when you see a video from Pokemon, whether it's on Unite, which I cover on my other channel, one of the mainline games, or even a situation like this in Pocket, people will notice that you snuck a Pokemon in there that we do not have in the game, and that is what is happening right here. Let me show you. We have Goodra coming to Pokemon Pocket. So this is the new updated kind of social hub here in Pocket screen, and as you can see on it, we have Tinkaton, Excadrill, we have Rowlet hanging out there on the Snorlax, we've got that Alone Executor, but we have Goomy right there front and center. Now, not every single Pokemon that we see here is an EX. However, most all of them are EXs. I would not be surprised if we see Goodra EX coming to the new set. I think it's very, very likely. We have a ton of different EXs that could be making it to the game, and we may just see a Goodra line, but Goodra is so popular that it feels like it's either we're gonna get a Goodra line that's kind of mid in this upcoming set, and then for the mini set, they kind of deliver us the Goodra that we actually would like. But I do think it's really interesting that the new social hub has this on it. It would be cool if it had more Pokemon from the upcoming set, but it is possible that we see something like Excadrill, we see Togekiss or something like that. It's possible that we see EXs for those Pokemon as well. And if you've been playing Pokemon Legends ZA, I mean, we have Mega Excadrill. It could be a good time to put a Mega like this into the game. This new set has a ton of Megas. I don't think every EX that we find in Mega Rising, or whatever it will eventually be called after the translation, you know, that could or could not be the full title here in the US. Whatever. Hi, I'm cutting in here because as I was like talking about the translation, like totally, I lost my train of thought completely. And I had to go back and watch what I was doing to actually get back on topic. So I'm back because what I was talking about was not knowing whether every single EX we would see in the new set was actually a Mega. This is why, like, I have notes about what I'm gonna say, and then I went off script. Like, you go off track and now you're in trouble. We don't know if every EX we're gonna see is a Mega. I would guess we're probably, out of the 15 EXs or so that could probably be in the new set, maybe 6 Megas, right? Like, we have 2 in each pack. That seems pretty reasonable. And again, Pokemon like Excadrill could be on the docket. We could have a, you know, Dragonite EX. I feel like tying it with Legends would make a lot of sense. We have all these new cool EXs that are in the game, but who knows if they will actually move forward with that, or if they will kind of do this Mega set and then the mini set could be very heavily themed around something like the new Megas that we find in Legends. I would love to hear what you think in the comments, what you're most excited about with this new set, how this season has been for you. For me, I kind of cruised through to master rank pretty fast. I was just running a few different decks that I liked. I really enjoyed that Flareon Jolteon deck. I thought that was really fun, just really easy into a lot of the meta, right? Just a lot of Suicune, and you're just kind of like climbing on top of Suicunes and Greninjas all the way to the top. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for listening. I love you guys. I will see you all next time. And I'm sorry I haven't had a video in like a day or two here on the Pocket channel. I've just been in a Pokemon Legends ZA hole because I'm having so much fun with it, and it's hard to dig myself out, but we're coming back very, very soon. Love you guys. We did it.